All right, we're live.
Troy says, "Oh crap, time almost slipped me by."
Yeah, well, we're live, and it's right there in chat. It's when it started, so just say it, top of chat, and there we go. Light goes on. Hey, so I got working on my truck today. Well, I got working on my truck. The mechanic worked on my truck for almost the past year, and as we said when we were in Arkansas, that there was still. And you guys all said, well, just drive it a couple hundred miles and let the computer reset. It never did.
Yeah.
But what had happened is that I started creating what they call a bottom end knot. And that means there's a rod bed in my truck.
Yeah.
So I went through all of the trouble of paying $51.50 for the truck rebuild to find out that, no, it's not going to make a difference because after I drove it for that 200 miles, now I got a bottom end rod dot. And I took it back to the mechanic, and he said, if you got a bottom end rod knot, that's not anything I touched. I did only the top end. And hi, Charlene, how you doing? And so he said to me, he says, this has nothing to do with me. And I was like, all right, well, wait a minute. I'm not here to ask you about what you're responsible for. I'm not here to ask you about what you're responsible for. What I'm asking you about is what do we move from here? If I buy another motor, what are you going to charge me to replace the motor? And his response, which I totally appreciate, was I will put the new motor into your truck. All you got to do is buy the fluid. Great. I'm all in. I actually went out. Let's see if I can pull this up on camera. I actually went out and I'm all in. This is from
Oh yeah.
Used auto parts. I'll use parts.com, and I replaced the whole motor for my truck.
Well, that's not bad.
$58. And I told the mechanic, I said, I will come over and I'll help you. I'm not a mechanic. I can turn wrenches all day long, but I'm not a mechanic. But I can come over and help you change this motor. I just don't like getting dirty. And my response to him was, I'll order the motor under your conditions. He wanted me to buy a totally remanufactured motor, which was almost $4,700 plus $500 engine core, which I wasn't going to give up the one that I just rebuilt because that would be stupid. Those are all brand new parts. And I was like, I don't want to do that one. But I reached out to All Used Auto Parts, and I found a motor that's 2 years newer. So my truck is a 2014. I bought a 2016 motor with less mileage. For $31.58 delivered. I did that 2 days ago. Yesterday, that motor was delivered at his house.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a call, and the truck driver says, yeah, I got your motor over here, but somebody needs to be here to sign for it. I knocked on the door, I rang the bell, and there ain't nobody here right now. So somebody's got to sign for the motor, or I can't leave. And I was like, well, dude, I'm 8 minutes away. Let me just drive over. So I drove over, and my mechanic's wife was there. She had paperwork in her pocket. I didn't know that. But I went over and I was like, all right, well, re-elected is okay. They have a tractor with forks. They can pick it up. They can move it wherever they want to put it. And I was like, I need to sign for it. Where's the paperwork? And he said, oh, she's got it. I'm talking to her, and I didn't even realize that was my mechanic's wife I was talking to. It was probably the second time I met her, And I was like, okay, well, Mike, my mechanic, was like at McKee Auto Parts, picking up parts. When the motor showed up, I sent him a text and said, hey, the motor is at your shop right now. Are you there? And I didn't hear back. So I made the drive over. And I ended up talking to his wife for almost an hour before he came back because, a mechanic going to an auto parts store to pick up parts, especially a Napa store, he's going to be there because he knows everybody and they're going to talk and they're going to sit around and whatnot. He finally showed up and I was like, okay, well, Mike, I've been sitting here talking to your wife for like an hour while you're over there picking up parts. And she's like, well, I got things to do. And I was like, Mike, I told her when I got here, I will sit and wait for you to come back.
Hey, Paul.
She's got to do. It's not an issue. She can go do what she's got to do. But she wouldn't do it. She didn't want to leave me there alone. And I was like, you know how many times I've been here alone waiting for Mike to come back? I mean, the last time I took the truck back to him, I drove it in his driveway. I shut it off and I waited, I'm going to say probably 40 minutes. I talked to his mom, who lives in the house next to his shop. And I said, I'm just here to see Mike. And she's like, well, he took his kids out for lunch today, so he's going to be a little bit longer than usual.
Right.
Okay, great. I'll hang out. I don't care. When he finally made it back, I was like, well, Mike, I was going to leave and come back later, but I couldn't get the truck started. And he's like, what? I says, I turned the key and I didn't have nothing. So here I am back again. Brand new battery, everything. And he tested the battery. He says, well, just turn the key and let me see what it says on the meter. And the damn thing started back up.
Right.
And I'm not shutting it off. I'm going to let it run. We're going to finish our conversation. And that's when I went into, okay, well, what are you going to charge me to replace the motor? Because I just gave you over $5,000, And
Hey,
he's
Dave,
like,
Troy's backstage.
huh?
Troy's backstage.
Troy's backstage. Troy's coming in. There's Troy. Hey, what's up,
Troy?
Puppy?
Hey, what's happening?
Not much. Greg, thank you for telling me that because I wasn't looking at my screen. I was looking at my camera.
I figured that.
That's all right.
So I was able to score by allusparts.com a motor for my truck, 2 years newer. I think it has 116,000 miles on it.
Hey,
For
Lynn.
only $3,158. Hey, there's Paul Honeyman. Hello, sir. Ace, how you doing? Ace, how you doing? Lynn Yoki, how you doing?
Who's Southern Tier Prepper?
Oh, we got a new one.
Yeah, I've never seen that person.
I have
He's a very good person.
well, I believe that, but I've never seen them, so that's cool.
I've never seen the name, but
Yeah, very good person. I've
So anyway,
watched him, and
so
we're in the
anyway,
Southern Tier. Are you from the Southern Tier of New York?
oh, what Southern Tier are you from? Yeah, that's a good question to ask. Oh,
Maybe
Southern
you
Tier,
know
I
me in
know you in person. Oh, wait, is this Donna Stafford? I believe it is. I believe her name is Donna Stafford. She's out of Lisle, New York.
Oh, that's right up the road from us.
Yes,
Well,
it
from
is.
us, down the road from you.
Yes, it is. I believe it. Yes, I was at your house and said you'd sponsor my channel. Southern Tier, I did sponsor your channel, and yeah, you're right. Donna Stafford, Lisle, New York. Yes, I did sponsor your channel. That is a Stafford Homestead originally, but now she's going under Southern Tier proper.
yeah,
That's
Yes,
good.
I did sponsor your channel.
I've seen her a time or two in chats and stuff.
It's good to see some more of the Northeast and stuff like that starting to come on and do that.
Yeah,
I just got to do videos. I've been so busy with storage units and work and doctors and
Right.
I went through today and started working on. I was gonna clean up my rocker panels on the truck. I shared a video on it if you've seen it. But I
I
was
have
gonna go. I was gonna go and clean up the rocker panels. And when I got out all the tools to go in and clean up the rocker panels, there's nothing there to clean up. They were
really.
done. They were done with Bondo.
Oh man, that's terrible. I told you you can go to there's a
I
website.
bought I bought all brand new on Amazon for $350. Cab corners and rocker panels.
Yeah,
For the plastic ones, they were almost $1,300 a side.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were expensive.
I can't remember the website because I looked at them for my F-150 when I had it, and they were only like $275.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked them up, and they were expensive.
Yeah.
But in the same respect,
Yeah.
I gotta-
I just put cab corners on my truck the other day, but there's still a lot of work to do to get everything right.
Yeah,
And
yeah, but see the ones I was gonna get, you rivet them on underneath, they just snap on. You'll never have to replace them ever again. They give you a
well,
lifetime warranty.
with I had to put them on my truck that way I could pass
Steven
inspection.
Sheets, thank you.
Okay.
And
Yeah, West Virginia, you can't have any roughs, right?
right, and anything bigger than a quarter. So I put them on there just to get
Yeah.
past inspection. Now I got to go back in and cut everything out and actually weld them in and then do it correctly.
Troy,
Yeah.
you got everything you need to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I do too. I do too.
Well,
I,
I had to take the camper top off the back of the truck. That way it would pass inspection for that because my exhaust stops right behind the cab of the truck.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it won't pass inspection if you got a camper top on it because if somebody's back there, they could.
exhaust fumes.
Yeah, right. So,
Yep.
Yeah, we live in New York, and in New York, that exhaust has to go all the way out the back.
The only way
All that.
the only way you can get away with it is if you only have one, you know how
Right.
they come into 2-into-1
yeah.
from each side. If you split it again back out to 2 and point them out to the side.
Well, that's what I have. That's what I have now.
Oh, okay.
But with the camper top on it, it still has to. It by law, it has to go out past the bumper.
Yep, because of the fumes. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yep.
In New York right now, our laws are so strict. We're following California.
Yep.
Yeah.
And California was just told you're not allowed to do this anymore, but New York is still doing it.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Come on,
But
they
you
want
know-
to.
But you know, I can
Well,
understand that, and I can appreciate the law for that because if
Yeah.
there is
But you
somebody
got to remember.
back
you
there
gotta-
in the camper.
You got to
You
remember
know?
too, though, if the vehicle's running, unless you're at the campground, nobody's going to be in the back. I mean, here in New York, it's illegal. Oh, what happened?
Oh, there you are.
Hey, guys. You guys are looking at my eagle.
Yep. Cool. Actually, I like that little dresser you got there, back there too.
Believe it or not, it's Gina's dresser.
Ah,
We got it. Like I said, I've been doing storage units. I got this and the
Yeah.
dresser out of a storage unit.
yeah,
A nice storage unit.
yeah. Well,
I got-
I like repurposing and redoing furniture, so I like that.
The legs are brass.
Oh,
The very bottom is brass. Let me see if I can move you without messing you guys up.
Nope.
Oh, sweet.
They're brass.
I like that.
Oh, I'd be polishing that.
Oh, no, I got to put you back. Sorry, guys.
No, that's all right. You know what?
I'd be,
Actually, I
I'd be
would
cleaning
love
up.
to have that to make a bottom cabinet to put my diorama on.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
cut it down a little bit, and that would be.
Your diorama, Troy. How are you doing on that?
I gotta admit, I'm just now getting the feeling back in my fingers, and so I haven't really done anything to it since January. But I'm getting ready to start back, trying to start back on it.
Okay,
Good.
that was cool.
And actually, when Brenda came down here a couple weeks ago from Freedom Redbird,
Yeah.
Yep.
I've actually already started a figure for her to put her figure into the diorama. So,
All right, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Actually, I thought it was funny. We had Freedom Redbird available, and I don't think I only seen her about probably 2 minutes out of the whole chat.
yeah, well,
She's like doing laundry and doing all kinds of
What-
stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm in and out, and it's like, where'd she go?
she was doing. She'd been on a road for weeks, and while she was here, I said, "Hey, just do what you need to do. Get caught up on all your little stuff." So
All right. How did you get her to go to your house?
I just said, "Hey, the door's open. You're welcome." And she was down traveling through, going up to Ohio, and she said, "Hey, you mind if I stop by?" What? Duh.
Is she local?
No, she's from Oklahoma.
That's what I thought. That's
Yeah,
what I thought.
but
My house is open, by the way. My house is open. Anybody wants to come visit? I live in Cortland County, New York. If you hit me up, you want to come visit? I've got a spare bedroom with a bed in it and stuff. I'll hook you up with a place to stay. I'm not a closed source. I mean, come on. I share my phone number on the banners and stuff.
yeah,
So like, I'm not a closed person.
yeah.
If
Well,
there's
I'm not
somebody,
either.
I'll let you come visit.
Well, that's I told Greg, what about a week ago, a message said, "Hey, I'm ready for y'all to come down."
Yeah, well, you got a big house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Heck, I can sleep on your living room floor on an air mattress and not even affect your workflow.
yeah. And y'all can drive. I can't drive, so
Oh, you got a truck. Why can't you drive?
well, it's not very pretty.
Okay,
But
sure.
actually, I've been working on it. Uh, the motor and everything. The motor's running correctly now. It's running on all 6 cylinders
Okay.
for the first time in 4 years. Uh, I actually got insurance on it, but now I got to get tags back on it and stuff. So uh, I haven't been able to drive in like 6 years, so I just let everything go. And but I'm getting up now. I'm able to walk around without a cane and stuff. So that truck is my next goal. I
All right.
will be back on the road again.
Dude, I know what it's like to not have a truck.
Yeah.
My truck, I paid $51.50 in truck repairs for the motor, and I got it home. And Greg says, "Well, drive it 200 miles." And then the computer reset. The computer never reset. And I had a guy from another garage tell me, well, no, you need to take it to the Chevy garage and get the computer reprogrammed because it's not up to date with the new parts that are in it. And I did that. And then I got it home, and the next day, it started knocking. And I drove it back to the mechanic, and I was like, dude, I know this isn't the lifter noise I brought it in for, but what is this? And he's like, oh, that's low end. That's a rod knock. And I was like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And he sent me a text message, and he says, hey, look, Powertrain can send you a totally remanufactured motor for like $4,700 plus $500 for plus shipping and handling. It was gonna be like $6,000. And I was like, okay, cool, but what are you gonna charge me to do it? And he says, I'm not gonna charge you anything but the fluids I have to put into it. I said, all right, great. I just shared this. You weren't here for it. But I went to allusedparts.com. I bought a newer motor with less mileage. This is my price tag of it. $3,158. Yeah. And I was like, I bought the motor. It was delivered the very next day. Yesterday. It was delivered yesterday. Yeah. Our carrier delivered it. And I was like, but you were supposed to call me from the distributor and tell me when you were going to deliver this motor. And they said, yeah, they never do that. And I said, I know. I've had a lot of things delivered to my house through you guys. And nothing is ever done on schedule. Or nobody ever calls me and tell me when you're going to be here. Yeah. They didn't call me and tell me when they were going to be there. They just called me on the phone and said, well, now we're here. And I was like, I live about an 8-minute drive away. I'm on my way over because I had signed for the motor. There wasn't anybody there. I got there. My mechanic's wife was out in the driveway, and I didn't know it was my mechanic's wife. I had no idea who this lady was. I never met her. I think I might have met her once, but didn't put 2 and 2 together. And I stood out in his driveway for like almost an hour talking to her.
Have a good night, Southern Tier.
And it was a big joke. I was like, well, last time I came over here with the truck, when it wasn't running properly, after being repaired, I couldn't start it. I was like, I'll just come back later. I couldn't start the truck, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm not coming back later. I'm going to just be stuck here. He finally showed up, and he tested it, and he's like, okay, well, just turn the key over and see what the battery power does. Maybe there's a drain on the battery, because I just bought a brand new battery for it 2 days after getting the truck back. And it's like, yeah, no, it started right up. It's like taking your TV to the repair shop and it never goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was like, are you serious?
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, like next year, the 3 amigos are going to be in the meetup next year, and I'm guessing that 10 Killer.
There you go, Lake 10 Killer. I could not remember the name of that lake today for the life of me.
But if my truck is done, the plan is I'm going to go out and get somebody to haul the truck and me out there. And that way I can spend an entire month out there. But then I'll have the campsite and everything for y'all when y'all get out there. But if it don't, if that don't work out and stuff, I'd like to definitely make sure we make the trip together out there.
Well, hey, if it doesn't work out, Troy, you will always end up like you leave your house, your next state over is like what, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Go visit with Tim Rogers.
But
is it Rogers or Roberts?
I think it's Roberts.
Roberts, yeah.
Roberts too.
Yeah.
So just go visit with him. We'll pick you up on the way back and drop you off.
No, yeah, I know that, but I'd like to get and have everything set up for y'all when y'all got out there. That way, if you just come out in the car, everything's set up for y'all when you got there.
I don't want next year to be sleeping in a teepee one way or another. We got to
Yes,
do something different.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Yes, there you go, Paul. Ridge life, absolutely. All right, so I don't want to sleep in a teepee again. If we sleep in a teepee again, we got to do something different. I had the center pole. You guys both had the outside edges.
yeah.
I was comfortable.
Well, actually you were hugging that pole pretty good there. I woke up a couple times in the middle of the night, and
I didn't have a choice. It was the only part of the teepee that I had available. It was either that or crawl out and sleep on the grass beside it.
yeah.
I was on the hill. I was on that little knoll, the little tiny hill but
Yeah.
it was all right.
It was not smooth ground.
Well, you know what?
I told Mike Smith, I said, you got to go over there and smooth that ground on.
Yeah. Well, we lived it and we learned from it. So,
Paul, I think all of us snored. That's why it didn't affect anybody.
no.
Paul, if you
tell you what,
with us, that would be a plus.
but you know what? I enjoyed that more than anything. Probably in my last 30 years. That was really
it was
good
a good time.
Yeah.
I would like to do more working trips.
Yeah.
Where we go to somebody's place. It can be DD5, it could be White Rock Nation, or
Or
the Great East, or wherever, and just go in and say, okay, we're going to spend a week or weekend there, 3 days or whatever, and just come in, whatever you got going on, let's go in and help you do what you're doing at the time, and then go to the meetup afterwards. I thought that was the most awesome part of the whole trip.
That was, and I'll tell you what, I am. The VA has gave me exercise equipment and stuff in there, and I've been working out 3 days a week.
Happy life.
And and to where I can get back and start doing things, because I felt so bad. I wish I could help Mike and Lisa more, but
I wish I could have helped them more. Actually, Greg did more than you and I both did.
yeah, but I mean I couldn't.
We went over and did what they call YouTube University with Mike.
Yeah,
and while we were there, Greg's over rebuilding the whole fire pit.
he was, yeah.
He did it. He did a great job at it. And I was like, okay, well, I would like to have done that, but I needed to do this too.
Yeah, and y'all were going down and walking down to the water and stuff, and getting in the water, getting bit by fish and everything.
What happened with you on that, Troy?
Well, I was like, I looked at, I couldn't walk down it.
It was fun.
Yeah, I went down, sat in the chair next to Alyssa, and I watched Greg get his butt bit, and then I watched Mike down there getting his toes bit.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny as crap, and I was like, well, where'd Troy go?
Well, and I was up standing up on top of the hills because I was like, dang, I wish I could walk down there.
Hey, Sean.
That would be one of them deals where I bet we could have brought you down with the gorilla cart.
Oh, we could have carried them
down. I couldn't say the word.
I could have picked them up and carried them down.
Yeah, you probably could have, Greg.
Well, I tell you what, it was great. What the entire trip was great. I would not trade it.
I wish we had a little more time, but
yeah,
I don't mind the time. I'm glad we left when we did.
Yeah,
well I am too, because the storms that's coming in.
That storm was nasty. I'm glad we left when we did.
Yeah.
that would have been a major disaster if we would have stayed there even probably 30 minutes more.
Yeah.
That thing was following us out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we got out of there when we did.
Well, it's like I knew going out there
See what Sean says?
that there would not be enough time to do
Hey, Sean.
spend time with the people we wanted to. So,
Yeah, I mean,
and so
Sean, I believe it. We could have done that with Troy. We could have towed him in the gorilla cart.
yeah.
yeah,
Well, now
I
now
believe it.
now Mike has the zero turn.
yeah.
Just-
Well,
just-
actually, I like Sean and them's place out there.
yeah,
I want to see the new place. I want to set foot on the new place out there.
oh yeah.
Oh, I do too. I do too, because I think there's a lot of things we could go over there and help them do.
Oh yeah, and you know the best part about it was
3 days. If we gave them 3 days, I bet they could give us 3 days worth of work.
yeah. You know the best part was we ran into him at the dollar store.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's how we got
Never
to
even
learn that we
planned
already
on
went
going
by
to
his
this
property.
place, but
I would not have known we drove past their property.
me neither.
no.
Looking at what's in front of come on
HQ.
Homestead's HQ.
Yeah,
I would not have recognized any of that when we drove by.
No,
But
me
when
neither.
you brought us back, I was like, should have known that, but didn't
Yeah,
because I wasn't paying attention to it.
It was just funny when I saw Sean in the store. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's Sean. I'm
And
saying
then
to
I come
myself,
up with
that's
you when
Sean.
there's Sean, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I know this guy. I would not have known it if you weren't standing there talking to him.
yeah,
Yeah, seeing everybody, was fun. I just wish there was more to do at the meetup. That's my only gripe
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Other
I
than
was,
that,
John,
I was sure it would have been
we'll
home.
be praying for you on your surgery and stuff. I hope everything goes really good.
yeah, Sean.
Yes, Sean. I hope that it goes well as well. I wish Gary would have been home when we were
Yeah.
there because I think it would have been better because Mary was kind of awkward with us being there and
Well,
him
she,
not
well,
being
she
there.
didn't know. She definitely didn't know me who I was.
She knew who
I
I
don't
was.
think the only people's ever really saw me was Mike and Lissa when they came up and got the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Well, they knew me by name.
Yeah.
Mike and listen to me by name.
Well, Dave, like I said before, when I first saw you, I'm expecting somebody about my height. I'm 6'3".
Yeah, well, nobody is as tall as you are,
pull-
right?
You pull in my
It's just
driveway,
Troy and
and
I
I'm like,
both to hold you up.
well, whenever y'all pulled in out here at the house, and
I'd like
of
to
course,
share a
Greg
picture
got
of
out,
us standing together
and,
with Troy and I holding you up.
and Greg got out of the car and everything, and then Greg got out. But yeah, I was still waiting for Greg to come out because he was not as big as he looks on
yeah.
on the camera and stuff. And I was like, dang, he's about the same. He's the same size as I am.
He's a freaking giant.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I'm a big teddy bear. Until
Yeah.
you make me mad, then that's when I have a problem.
But that picture that they took of us
Yeah.
out there, that was probably that was a really good picture.
Yeah, Sean took it.
Yeah.
Right, you're meeting people I'd love to be able to get together with. I've talked to Drew and Lindsay, and I have not talked to Wiley and John. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever actually physically met Anson and Gladys. I've gotten some really good, cool, like what do they call that? The anvil work from Anson. I got a hook in my in my hallway that was really cool, and I use it every day. But I didn't get to meet him in person. And Drew and Lindsay, I did. But yeah, Wiley and Jen, I'd love to meet in person. I talk to them all the time. I'm
definitely.
sponsoring
Yeah.
their channel. I'm sponsoring their channel right now.
I met Wiley. I met Anson. I talked to Wiley for a minute, and that was pretty much it. But
Yeah. But while I can't, I want to apologize to the chat because I cannot keep up with the chat
Thank you, Paul.
stuff. But thank all y'all for being in here, and love all y'all. I know everybody's there, so
I have this thing about me where I watch channels. I sponsor channels because
yeah.
I don't watch commercials. I use the Brave browser, so I never see a single commercial from anybody, and that's where they get their money from. So I sponsor their channels in other
Thank you,
ways
Paul.
because I don't want to have to watch a commercial, especially when they're in the middle of talking about something, because it just totally interrupts. And then when the commercial's over, they're right back where they were. But there's a big empty space in there of what they were talking about. I hate that part.
Yeah.
YouTube needs to fix their ways.
yeah, if I get a commercial, I get a commercial. I skip it. I don't sit there and watch it. I skip through it.
That's what I do too.
Yeah,
Lynn Yelke, go to the meetup at what is it, Lake Tenkiller in Oklahoma next year, and maybe you will get a chance to meet me in person because I really think all three of us are going to make that trip one way or another, hell or high water.
One way or another, that is
really
the meetup we're going to hit.
I think we're going to make it work.
Yeah.
I really do. It's all based on Greg because he's supposed to buy this really big like C-class motorhome.
Oh, I want that. I want a Class A so bad.
Yeah.
I want a Class A so bad. Mama
don't want it. That's a big Class C.
Yeah.
Mama don't want it.
You know what I've heard? There's a rumor going around that Paul Honeymoon will be there at Tenkiller.
I don't know, Paul. Are you going to be there at Lake Tenkiller? You're on the live.
Yeah,
so can you tell me whether you will?
He's got a little boat, and I think he's going to paddle over.
It's probably a paddle boat.
Hey,
I'll start now. It's a long ways over.
Yeah, I tell you what, Paul, we will have you a space just for you.
Oh, if he came over, he wouldn't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Tell you all right now that
he would
won't be there.
They definitely took care of.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, you're probably right. You won't be there because you would have had to start like last month to get paddling to get over on our side of the pond.
Well,
So
no, but you
right.
got to watch the tides, the way the tides roll, and the time of the year. So,
and stop dropping the line and just hanging out, hoping you catch some food. Bring it with you. A paddle boat holds probably 50 pounds worth of food. You should be able to make that trip.
Just don't drink the salt water.
Yeah, well, salt water probably makes him a little bit more buoyant.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, there's one person in the chat that I was so surprised and made the entire trip worth it that I met. And that was Ace.
Oh, Ace? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I
did not know Ace until she introduced herself.
Well, I was walking back to the campsite from the pavilion, and I was walking through there, and all I heard was somebody say, "Troy," and I was like, "Oh crap, somebody knows me."
You're in trouble, man.
And I looked around, and it was Ace. And she said, "Don't tell anybody I was here. I'm here." So I had to go tell everybody.
She called me out.
Well, actually, I told David, and then I told Chris at Texas Raider. And
Actually, Troy, I have to give you a lot of thanks because if it weren't for you, the people you camped on their site with,
yeah,
I never would have known about.
really,
Chris and
Yeah.
Amy.
Chris and
We
Amy,
became almost instant friends, but I would not have known
Yeah.
about that
they
channel.
they are great people.
They are. What's the channel name?
Leonard Mountain Homestead.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. They are great.
And next year, Greg and you too, David, are going to be part of that family, and it's already planned. Y'all are going to be being part of it.
I would like to see,
Oh,
Lauren and Joe. I know why they can't stay there because of
Yeah.
the dogs. I know that. Too bad they couldn't bring them with them.
Yeah.
Some way. I mean, I think from what I hear in the videos I've seen of 10 Killer, nothing. I mean, I like Big Mike and everybody, but
Yeah.
I think that what I've seen the videos of, that a little more interactive, I guess you could say. But again, it all depends on you too. I mean, you could.
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person that'll interrupt somebody's conversation, to say hi or whatever.
But that's next year too. That Lauren and Joel's is a place that actually would be a good. We just need to stop there. Go by their place because it's on the way.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, I think they were kind of leery because they never met us. They knew you through Amy
Right.
and that, and
Well, she's the one that hooked me up with y'all and worked it out to come down and pick me up.
She sent me an email, and so I called her, and we went from there.
Yeah.
But I never have I mean, if I'm going the same way, I don't ever have a problem taking anybody.
Right.
I mean, if you're, 8 hours away, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That says something about y'all too, because y'all came down here not knowing me from Adam.
Nope. And
And
not knowing what they were bringing either.
Yeah. And that was a big chance y'all took.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about it. I have never been worried about anybody.
Right. Well, you know what? And
Troy, I had Greg my body fucking guard.
And you know what? I've got good. And I've got two of the best friends, lifelong friends for now on.
Yep.
From that.
I look at it this way. I'm very street smart, very streetwise. I grew up in, a very bad neighborhood. So I mean, I got out of the stuff like that years ago, but I never forgot. I'm the type of person will watch out for people. You know what I mean? I can tell if somebody's fake or not right off the bat.
Yeah.
I actually met the Grady's, Marcel and Denise, and they were so down to earth when I met them. They actually were like freaking out because I wanted the car to get my guitar to go play with Mike from Tree, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And we thought we were leaving, and Marcel said, "Denise, go give them shirts." And she brought us over a couple shirts. And I was like, yeah, we're not leaving. We're going over to the Ridge Crib, Tim's place, to play
Yeah.
guitar with Mike from Tree, Mississippi. And they were very, very down to earth, lovable people. And I actually told them, when we went to this last meetup, that's where you really get to meet the real people.
Hey,
Yeah.
the Nutty Family
You're
style.
not meeting what the camera people are. You get to meet the real people.
Well, when we know see each other on YouTube and everything, but when you go to a meetup, you actually get to know them. It's personally,
Who they actually are.
and you can tell the fake people from the. You can see what they are.
Yeah, right off the bat. Right off
Yeah.
the bat, you could tell.
Yeah.
Because you look at their videos and then you look at them in person. I understand there's certain things that they don't want on YouTube.
Right. That which is respectable.
But
Me,
what they do
I don't
in
care.
real life is not what they share.
Yeah, I mean, me, I don't care. You either like me for me or you don't like it.
You
I
do
don't
you.
know you have to like me.
Exactly.
You
I
do
never
you,
did.
but don't blame me for doing you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You do
exactly.
you. I don't care about what your life persona is in real life.
Yep.
It's what you try to share that's part of your YouTube videos. Kind of blows me away a little bit because I'm meeting people and I'm learning things about them that
Right.
is not shared on any videos. Not that I would care. I don't really care. Are they shared or not? I don't care. But their real life perceptions are totally different than what their video tube
Yeah.
life is. It's totally different. Anybody thinks everybody on YouTube is 100% perfect just looking at this thing is totally wrong.
Butt nuggets, yes,
Totally
I
wrong.
do. It's hitting the road with GNG. I haven't
Yes.
posted a video in a while, but I have another camera I'm gonna start using. I don't like the GoPros too much.
Brett, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I were to come to your house and park my camper, I'd be bringing Greg with me. Maybe not Gina, because she's got to stay home. But I'd bring Greg.
Hey, you know what? I tell you what, y'all definitely need to come down sometime. And
I think
a weekend trip.
I think we all need to get together and just do like a collaborative of all three of us together. Maybe go to Troy's house. I don't know, but I'll get together and just say let's find something to do with the three of us doing it that's fun.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. Just find something. I mean, I'll be honest with you. All these guys living out in Arkansas. Oh, I got a mountain. Okay, I'm David. I got a mountain. Oh, I'm Melanie Gary. I got a mountain. I'll be honest with you. You go over to Troy's house. There's mountains everywhere, and there's not one nobody's going to be living on because they can't get to the damn thing.
Well, you know what? I tell you what. I found out a couple weeks
Those
ago.
are steep mountains.
Y'all know Mickey at Critter Creek.
Yes.
Mickey, we got talking on
Yeah,
a
Sean, I
live
agree with you.
on a live a couple weeks ago with at Lori's Prepping for Heaven. Come to find out, Mickey used to live 10 miles up the road from me.
Really?
Yeah, and some of his best friends are brothers to that people that I graduated with, went to high school with, and
Okay.
whenever he said, "Well, these people they paid me to drop me off top of the mountain, and they hunted me all the way down to the bottom of the mountain with paintball guns." Yeah, I know the guys that was hunting him down.
Well, we got a lot of locals right here in New York.
Yeah.
We have Brian from Farmhouse. He's in New York.
Yeah.
We have Atasha Dauber.
Yep. She's from up
Horse
by.
Around Farms. She's in New York.
So isn't it Vineyard Family Farms or something
Yeah,
like that?
Brian, Vineyard Family Farms.
Brian. Yeah, that's Brian.
He's
I
in New
didn't get
York.
to meet
Brian's
him.
a really
Everybody
good
kept
guy.
telling me who he was.
Brian's an awesome guy. I
Yeah.
tried getting together with him to do some hiking, but my foot doesn't work real well anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of like yours, Troy.
I did get to meet him. I did get to meet him out in Oklahoma.
I met him at Oklahoma in 2023.
Yeah, he
Yep.
was out there, and I enjoyed talking to him. The short time that we talked, because I was with Amy and Chris, and we went over to oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot.
Are you thinking that day at the meetup you went over to Jesse and Lisa's?
Yeah. It was over Jesse and Lisa's.
Yeah, with Gillen Farms.
Yep.
I think was there. Yep. You were telling me about it.
Yep.
Actually, in 2023, I got to meet Lazy Days Ahead because they had a family.
Lazy Days Ahead. Jesse and Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead. Yeah.
I got to meet them because they had a family issue. And that was part of the call together to get everybody together to say, "Hey, come on, we need hands. We gotta pack these guys up and get them out." Yeah. And that was like probably the first time that I met Mike from 3 Mississippi. I met Sid prior to that because she came over and introduced herself, but I didn't meet Mike. I met Frankie, and I was like, "All right, well, hey," and it was like, "Okay, well, let's all hands on this thing and get them in and out quick as we can." And we got them out really, really quick. I mean, they probably spent an hour and a half setting everything up. We got them out within 10 minutes.
Yep.
And some of their stuff actually got taken back by somebody else because they didn't have a way to put everything back into the vehicle that they brought. So some of it had to be taken back by somebody else because it takes a long time to pack the vehicle, and they weren't there long enough to pack the vehicle.
Yeah. Can somebody in the chat post Greg's channel?
Greg already did.
I did up top, but he can't find it, so I told him just try typing Greg and Gina.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have told me that.
It is hard to find.
Yeah.
And actually, I need to go back and double check because I don't get any of your. I know I'm sub to you, but I don't get any notifications or anything.
Yeah, I haven't posted a video lately.
Okay.
I think when you subscribe to a channel. When you subscribe to a channel, they say, "Yeah, you're going to get notifications every time a new video comes up." That is not true anymore with YouTube. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I have channels I'm subscribed to where they put up a video, and I'm just like, I didn't even see that come up, and I may be even lucky to find it. A good one is oh God, what's that guy's name? Cam Stevens. Arms something. I barely ever see his videos. I barely ever, but I've been a subscriber to him for like 4 years now, and I still barely ever see his videos. The only way I find them is if I was just like, okay, well, I want to go find Cam Stevens. I actually have to type his name in to go find him. It's Bearing Arms.
Oh.
Cam Stevens for Bearing Arms. If I type in Bearing Arms, I'll find him. But if I don't, I won't see any video he puts up. It's that way with almost all of them.
I usually watch for him. I usually get him on my phone because I'm either in the truck or out doing something else, but like DD5s. I haven't been getting theirs even, and I looked today when I watched his their video. That I'm still I can't even talk. No, this is coffee. Still subscribed and all notifications are on, but
Yeah.
I think what it is with I'm figuring out with YouTube, if you watch them all the time, they'll send them to you.
Yeah.
If you don't watch them all the time, you might get one or two here and there. Even David's, I haven't been getting David's until today. I went back in and checked everything, and then my phone blew up with notifications from his, from Come On Mountain, or Come On Homestead.
That's the way it works. Because, well, what YouTube's trying to do, even with all the unsubscriptions and stuff, is they're trying to remove the bots.
Yeah. But even though they're the ones putting them on there.
The bots are the ones that go in and, yeah, I'm gonna give you watch hours and I'm gonna subscribe to your channel, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They do that all the time.
All right, Paul, I'll try that. Thank you.
YouTube said, hey, we're gonna try to get rid of the bots. So if you don't watch the channel all the time, every time, because you're driving on the road or doing whatever, well, he's probably a bot. And they remove you from that feed line because they're worried about you, but you can always go back and watch and you're still subscribed. They don't actually remove you, you know?
Yeah. Well, what I do in the truck, I'll sit and just let it run.
I know. We did it all the way to Arkansas and we did it the rest of the way to Oklahoma and back.
Yeah.
Just let it play. We'll listen to you.
Yeah.
We did it.
Hey.
I loved it. I thought that was better than listening to the radio.
It was. That was great.
Yeah,
y'all actually thought that I was in the back asleep the entire time, but I was
He was. No, don't believe me. He was.
No.
He was passed out. We heard him snoring. No.
See, that's why I know. I've never heard myself snore, so it's never happened.
Oh, it's funny.
You hear yourself snore, it'll scare the crap out of you when you get woke up.
The only time I tell people the only time I tell people I don't snore is on my DOT physical.
Yeah.
I don't snore.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
No, they already told me I had sleep apnea. I used the machine for maybe a couple of months.
Yeah.
And one night I woke up choking. So I told them I'm not wearing it. They tried to get me to get the one in my chest, but they told me my BMI was too high. So that was out the door.
Yeah.
They told me lose 30 pounds and you'll be all right. I'm 6'3". I weigh 300.
Yes, he is.
I'm not a toothpick. If you want me to lose, they told me my average weight should be 199 to 240. I said, I look like an Ethiopian. I said, that's not good.
Yeah.
I'm 5'5". Troy, what's your height?
Hey, Michael.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna put Troy.
We're about the same.
And we got this monster in the middle over here. Was relying on
You
us
took the picture.
to hold him up when Sean took the picture. I wish I could pull that picture up right now and just shit.
Hey, you got
he's giving you a hug and he's just resting on top of me. So
he was trying to hold himself.
Yeah, it's a good thing I had a cane to hold his big ass arm up.
I'm 60 years old, Troy. I haven't worked in 4 years. I don't have the muscle mass I used to have. You know, I don't have any of the muscle mass I used to have.
Brett, the thing is, I wake up sometimes at 2 a.m. to hit the road.
Yeah.
When I go to Western New York or down in Maryland. Sean, I know the carnivore diet is good, but
I'm Michael Hartness.
I love my carbs. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what,
I'm the
I
kind of guy
used to
that I
drive,
gotta
I
eat.
used to drive trucks, and I have no more respect for anybody else than a truck driver, other than somebody in the military,
Yep.
because they're about the same.
No, you guys that were in the military, I was never in the military because
But
I
we cannot survive without y'all.
no, you're right.
No,
But at the same time, we don't have the right to drive a truck or deliver food if it wasn't for you guys in the military. You
that's
guys
true.
give us
Yeah,
that
that's
right
cool.
by keeping us
That's
from
true.
being a communist country.
Right.
So I
It's
will
one of
never
them.
ever classify a truck driver in the same as a any soldier, a veteran or an active duty. Never.
Well,
To be
To
honest
me,
with you,
they have priority over
but
everything.
but I do have to hold y'all up.
Yeah, I don't think that being a I mean being a truck driver is not an easy job. You deal with
No,
all kinds of
no,
people
not
on the road, but I mean even Paul, he drove truck. I mean I couldn't drive truck over in Europe and all that.
That's because they drive on the
Running
wrong
people
side of the
over.
road. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
I would. I'd be probably running people over. I get mad at my truck.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go 70 miles an hour. And as soon as the car's in front of me, it drops me down to 65. I'm
That's
like, what?
it. Yep. See, I drove trucks for a while, so I know what you're talking about, and
I
it's
drove deuce and a half.
well, I,
I drove deuce and a half.
Driving the right side. I don't know
actually
if I can drive.
I have a deuce and a half, but I can't get it home because it's too damn big. But I own it. I paid for it. I got the title.
Yeah.
I said that about mine, and look where I'm at now. I still owe $7,000 in payments on the damn thing.
Yeah.
$51.50 for total truck top end rebuild and catalytic converters and all that. Now I'm buying a whole new motor for it.
Yeah. I tell
I
you
don't
what,
need long to drive that truck.
I'm
I need
happy with that. With the little Ranger I got, I paid $2,000 for it about 8 years ago, and I probably spent about $600 on it per year to keep it going. So right now, I've got to spend a good bit more now because I got to put a new clutch in it and some other things, and I'm better off than I would be if I was buying a new vehicle.
Yeah, because of all the new, it would have cost you probably triple what it's costing you right now.
Oh yeah, I don't have a vehicle payment. So
Right. Yep.
what people would spend on a vehicle payment, I could put it on into the truck to keep it up,
Yeah.
and
I'd
still,
rather do that. I'd rather do that.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I have a camper to pull, and I
Yeah.
can't do that. It's kind
well,
of like your camper out back, Troy. You can't pull your camper with your Ranger.
you seen the camper and you seen the Ranger, so yeah, that's not gonna happen.
But see,
You
if you
can't
had
do
a
it.
Class A, you wouldn't need any of it. You could live in the thing.
I find it funny that most people that have campers have trucks, even if they're not in good shape, they have trucks because they have to have a truck in order to pull the camper.
Right.
So I've got a truck to pull my camper. My camper hasn't moved in 2 years now because my
Yeah.
truck has been in and out of the shop so many times. And I thought, well, this year, because I just got it back, we're going to be good. We're going to be able to hook the camper up. We're going to be able to go. No, Ain't happening. Now I got to replace the
Well,
motor. Now I got to do body work.
well, you
That
got
truck is getting so old that brand new camper sitting in my yard is going to start rusting before I get a chance to move it.
well, you got to think the camper I got. That was the camper that was pulled on and was set up at the fish camp,
Yeah.
which was where it was at and everything. Which it was all cool, but the county decided they was going to come. Tax assessor was going to come down through there, and they were going to raise the taxes on that property on that 9 acres sixfold. And so, and at that point, is like, no,
Yeah.
I'll hire somebody to bring the camper to my house and just leave the property barren.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I didn't see the inside of the camper. The outside looks really good. If you were able to get it taken away from the edge of the building and move it down to the back lot, that's probably where Greg and I would live.
Well,
No.
well, actually,
I wouldn't
that's
live there.
actually where it's going. It's going to be tucking down there probably next week out there. But I gifted it to some very good friends of mine, and
Okay.
they're coming from Oklahoma to pick it
Oh,
up
damn.
here in a couple months, or
Good.
a month and a half or so.
Something like that is better that somebody uses it than it sit there and rot. You know?
Exactly. And I'd rather give it to somebody that wants it and would appreciate it.
Yep.
So they're coming down from Oklahoma to West Virginia.
Brett, duct tape and Rust-Oleum.
Yeah.
Charlie, they're coming down from Oklahoma to go to West Virginia.
Yeah, they're
I think he means they're coming up.
Yeah, I guess coming down.
but down. Actually, they're coming across.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got Arkansas, Tennessee, and then up.
Yeah.
It is up. Because you go through Tennessee, you got to go up to get to West Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Well, it depends on which way you
like,
come to.
Depends on how you
Yeah.
come.
Well, if they take Route 90 or Route 66, I guess 66 should be going up. But
Yeah, they
90
sell
is
the road a
going
lot
down.
here, Brett. So if you got a brand new car, it better be plastic. Because if it's any kind of metal, it's going to rust.
Yeah.
Unless you don't drive it.
I found that the main problem we have right now is because of the amount of salt. If we had snow and they used cinders and sand, we wouldn't have any rust at all. I see cars from Arizona and whatnot where they don't put salt on the roads. They use sand and cinders to put on the road. And
Yeah,
those
but
cars
because
they look as good today as the day they were sold back in 1950.
Yeah. Well, that's because that's what is they can mine that local and
They do.
put on the road.
They do. They get it right from, up here, they get it from
Cargill.
either, over in Lansing or else Watkins Glen.
Yep.
Because I pick
Cargill
it up.
number one.
That's how I know. I pick it up in Lansing. All your diamond rock salt that you buy in the stores,
Yeah.
I pick that up.
Yeah, that's the other one. Ithaca, Lansing is Cargill salt mines, and that actually goes underneath Cuba Lake.
Yeah, 600 feet.
I have not done the tour yet, but one of these days I'm going to go over and I'm going to do a tour of Cargill salt mine. I was offered the opportunity, but I haven't taken up on it yet.
I don't think they do it no more, Dave.
Yeah, they do.
They
Yeah,
still
they
do? Because I
Yep.
know somebody got trapped down there one time.
I was
Years
just
ago.
offered it like 2 months ago, I think it
Oh,
was.
okay. So they
My,
must have
my
started it
cousin
back
worked
up.
for him. My cousin worked for him as one of the beggars.
Oh,
He's one of
okay.
those. He's one of those big muscle guys, you know.
Yeah.
I pick things up, I put things down. He's a big boy, and
Yep.
he told me, he says, "Yeah, I can get you in here for a tour." So yeah, it was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, the business I work for, you know what it is, Dave.
Yes, I do.
We're
We sold you our baking soda.
yeah,
I actually went there. Um, Tuesday, the 22nd, was my 4 year anniversary of when I got hurt. And I went there and I called out the engineer because, you know, he was my boss. And he's like, what made you decide today was a good day to stop in? And I said, well, 4 year anniversary, got to return to the scene of the crime, you know. And he laughed about it. I did too. And the new engineer is taking over the place because they sold to another company called Huber.
yeah.
And the new engineer is over there and he's dumping buckets of baking soda and all this crap in the dumpster. And I was like, hey, Zach, if you got any good baking soda, my baking soda blaster is a little bit thirsty. It could use some baking soda. And in front of my boss, he looked right at me and says, if you need baking soda, I'm pretty sure with these new owners, if it's not being used, it can be given away because otherwise we're going to throw it away. Look, Bob, give him my phone number. Hook me up. I need it. You know, I'm working on my truck. What better way to take paint off of a vehicle than a soda blaster? A sandblaster destroys the metal. Baking soda doesn't. But
Yeah.
I didn't get any. Somebody out there with wire reels and grinders and all kinds of crap, and I'm like, yeah, it's just Bondo. I'm
Dude,
trying to clean up Bondo.
I hate going there now. When I go there, Joe knows he's got an hour to get me out or I leave.
I'll be honest with you. All the time we were there, which was over an hour, the same truck was in the parking lot or in the loading dock.
Yeah. I haven't been there in probably a month. Because
Yeah, it was like over an hour. That truck was parked in the loading dock after it was loaded. They loaded it before we got there.
that's because they have a new computer system.
Yeah, and nobody knows how to use.
Right. The last time I was there, they were training everybody, and I said, "Listen, I got to get out of here. I can't sit and wait while you teach somebody how to use the computer."
They're still training.
Yeah.
Even Joe said this is bullshit. He's
Yep.
like, this truck should have been out of here 45 minutes ago, and he's having to call in somebody else to show him how to do something on the computer to print out the paperwork. You can't release the truck till the paperwork's printed, and he couldn't figure out how to print the paperwork.
Yeah.
He was totally upset. And Joe's a good guy. Joe Porter, he's the reason why I got hurt. But Joe Porter is a good guy, and he's a friend of mine. So I mean, I like the guy.
Yeah, he goes to the new supervisor, new boss, whatever he is there. He goes, "I told you within 45 minutes if we're not loaded, he's not loaded and out of here, he comes up here and tells us about it."
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, how long does it take to load 15 pallets? It doesn't take that long. But
No,
And the thing about it is, dead time is no pay.
yeah, I don't get paid. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
We used to vacuum in with a 20-minute load time. That was our goal. That was back when Dennis Morris was warehouse foreman. He actually lives right down the road from me. Our goal was to when the truck backs in, the truck goes under the wheels. You got 20 minutes to load this truck. You take the paperwork, you go get it signed, and then you take it to the front office. You get everything checked off to make sure you put the right stuff on the truck, and then the truck drives out. 20 minutes. It was the whole goal. That was start to finish.
Yeah.
It
And
didn't
you know
matter
what?
all
And
the way
think about
down.
this. That is a very long time. 20 minutes to
Yeah,
load the truck.
20 minutes was acceptable, but now they're over an hour
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
That,
to get the
that's
paperwork.
crazy.
Just to get the paperwork. It's not about loading. They still load in 20 minutes, but it takes an hour to get the paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All
if
right, well, guys, we've been in long over an hour. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little bit hungry, and I'm gonna call this one a night. And thank you, Greg and Troy, for joining me again.
It's always a pleasure.
We are the three amigos. If you guys want to keep going on, you can. I'm just gonna drop out myself.
No, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna drop out. I got some stuff I have to do. I gotta pick my brother up to go to the flea market and set up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The boys are coming down, the nephews and adopted nephews.
Hey, Lauren
And
and Joe.
now I ain't got adopted nieces that's coming down.
Hey, you guys see who just came in? Always late.
Making a
Oh,
home,
Lauren,
Lauren and Joe.
Hey, don't tell anybody we're
love
down.
you, sister.
Lauren and Joe pop in at the last second. This should have been in here an hour ago.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, I'm gonna call this one tonight.
All right.
Sounds
Go
good.
with it.
I'm going to head out of here too. But I love y'all.
Yes, we love
You
you
are
guys.
brothers. And that will never change.
Nope.
And
Love somebody.
love
love
everybody in the
somebody.
chat too and stuff. But y'all have a good and I'm gonna head out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Love somebody and think about it.
That's right.
But y'all
All right,
take care.
guys.
Good night.
Bye.